Hey guys, Sharpy here, welcome to HBTV. We're just going to do a bit of a trip down memory lane today and look who's joined us, some kangaroos.
I'm going to Nashville, Tennessee.
Guys, I've known Sharpy for years, and he and I, we've had some pretty crazy stories together, believe you or me. I don't know that I can tell you any of those, but along the way, I've missed out on a lot of what happened, the stories behind Sharpy going to Nashville. So mate, what's the go? What made you go to Nashville? And tell me about some of the stories on this footage.
Mate, it was 2005 and I just thought, I've been doing covers gigs for a long time, there's going to be only one way to find out, so just took out alone and jumped on the plane, and while I was on the plane I kicked off the album at home as well, and then come back and took it off from there. So didn't really know what I was doing. We still don't know what I'm doing, but I don't think you ever do, but I'll never forget that trip for the rest of my life. It was so much like, I don't know if everybody knows, but I left home at 16 and went and chased a soccer career. At 16 and turning 17, I got off the plane in London and had a bag and had my boots and had everything. And all those years later, after my soccer career kind of ended early, it felt so much like that, because I was getting off the bus in Nashville, chasing a bit of a dream or whatever, and I had my guitar, and it was sort of, it just brought back so many memories, because it was that same feeling of, I don't know what's going to happen, and there's only one way to find out.
Sharpy, I've seen you do some pretty crazy stuff, mate, but one gig that looked pretty cool to me, the Grand Old Hatchery. Tell us all about that one.
I'll never forget that gig in my entire life. I did the songwriting thing and a few songwriting gigs there in the, downtown Nashville, and I met this guy, and I can't find him. Peter Neary, if you're out there, please send me a message, because I've been looking for him for years since this. And he had all these gigs lined up, and a motorhome thing too. So we had a beer together and got on really well. And he said, "You want to come out and do some, supports for me, So we're tripping around Nashville doing this stuff, and I was just having a ball. It was like a kid being in a theme park for the first time. So. And we got to this place that he'd organised called Dixon, which is it's a couple of hours from Nashville. And it was this Grand Old Hatchery, it's called. It was an old hatchery that was being made into like a theatre for country music. And we got there early and met the band separately, and then we had to meet back, so I hadn't seen what the venue was. And he actually come up the stairs, and I could hear noise and everything, and I actually said to Pete that I'd already looked for a door that I was going to run if it didn't go well, because I had no idea what to expect. And you went up the stairs, went through this curtain, and you played to people in an old hatchery. So it was one of those moments where I just went like, how did I get myself into this stuff? But it was an absolute ball, and the people were beautiful.
As far as songwriting and that sort of stuff, anything that stood out while you're over there?
I was really lucky because I stayed in this songwriter cottage that I found on the internet, and it was run by Luann Reed, who's had some big hits with Kenny Chesney and heaps of other people. He knew everybody, and she was great and took me under the wing, and we did a little session on songwriting together. We didn't write together, but she pointed me in the right direction and gave me some great tips. That was like a songwriting week on steroids for me. It's awesome. Songwriting's done there is unbelievable. I mean, you've got professional songwriters. I think there's around about 2,000 in town, and they usually write 2 songs a day. So they go to work, their briefcase is their guitar. So hanging out with some of those guys, and they go and write the song, and then they take it to NSAI where they lay it down, and then they take it to another room where they put music to it. So by the end of the day, it's like a conveyor belt that comes out as a song at the end of the day. I mean, it might not be the finished product, but that's how the song, and that's when they take it to pitch to the artists or to the record labels. So it was an amazing process, really. Another gig I'll never forget, and I can't say where it is, was we were playing this one night, and I was trying to do a little bit of filming from the footage that you'll see, and they came up, and I kind of got shut down really quickly, and he told me later on that there was a couple of illegal, it was a Mexican bar, and there was illegal immigrants working there, so I was like, no worries, so I'll put the camera straight back in the bus. It was just an amazing time, and sometimes at the end of a bit of a show or something, we'd grab a beer, and I'd just sit there driving back and think like, how did this happen? This is just a total different dream that I had from kicking off as a soccer career at 17, and here I am at the back of Tennessee playing in bars. But that's what's made it so special. It's just been like a dream the whole time.